Hi everyone, this is Greg and Marianne from Large Family Reviews.
The purpose of this channel is to review items, places, services from the point of a large family. And this week we're going to be reviewing the Ark Encounter, located in Williamstown, Kentucky. We went there as part of our family homeschool trip.
The Ark Encounter features a full-size Noah's Ark built according to the dimensions given in the Bible, spanning 510 feet long, 85 feet wide, and 51 feet high. It's the largest timber frame structure in the world.
We're going to begin with parking. The parking lot is about a mile away, literally, from the Ark. You're bussed in using buses that the Ark Encounter provides for you, and you get with your tickets. One of the things that we liked about it is you didn't have to worry about parking close to the Ark or finding good parking, because you just walk to the bus and it takes you there.
As you pull up in the bus to the Ark, you really get a sense of the size. And you realize then that there's going to be a lot of walking. So if you've got little people, you're going to want a stroller. They do have strollers there that you can rent, and it's definitely worth getting one.
One thing about this Ark is that you enter through the bottom, and so you get to see the real size of how big the vessel is. It has 3 levels, like in the Bible, and you enter in, like I said, through the bottom level. The bottom level shows storage ideas that they thought that maybe how they would have handled the animals. You see the cages, and you see little fake animals of all different types and shapes in those cages.
The second level has more exhibits than the first level. They have exhibits on how the air vents could have worked, how they dealt with waste of the animals. There's a kid corner. There's a talking Noah that you can ask him questions they have programmed into, and that was a lot of fun for the kids. They really enjoyed that one. And there's some different things like their workshops that they would have had and other things like that on the second level.
On the third level, it has some additional exhibits, artifacts about how the Bible traveled around the world, how the Ice Age could have happened after a worldwide flood, a small display about salvation in Jesus Christ. Their housing rooms were located on that. Just ideas of what they would have stayed in. The only thing I could say about that floor that was kind of disappointing for me personally was that the display about salvation in Jesus Christ wasn't a bigger deal, but that's just me.
And it was in an area that could have been, they might be adding more to later. That's one thing we noticed on some of the areas. There's obvious that they're going to be putting something else there. Didn't know exactly what it was going to be, but it looked like it was in an area that could have been expanded.
That's true. Okay, Marianne, what kind of tips or tricks do you have to share?
Well, one of the main things once you have a large family is food. You always got to plan for what you're going to do for food when you're there. So they do have a restaurant, and it serves up to 1,500 people. There's also some concession stands and whatnot. But we decided to bring our own lunch, and we put it in a cooler and left it in the back of the car. And at lunchtime, we just bussed back to the car, ate our lunch, and then headed back to the Ark when we were done. Are there any things that we would do different next time?
Yes, I think we would have brought our own water bottles. The water from the water fountains there tasted bad, so we should have brought our own water, because there's a lot of walking and you get really thirsty.
And we would have brought our own stroller. We ended up renting one halfway through the day, and that was fine, and it was totally worth it. If we had rented it earlier in the day, that would have been even better.
One other thing is, if you bring kids, if they can read, that would make everything a little easier. It was more time consuming reading every display 4 times to each kid.
On the plus side of that, though, they did enjoy the exhibits and were more than willing to stand there while we read it to them, and it was engaging enough to them for that.
So Marianne, how would you rate the Ark Encounter?
I would give it a 4.5 in its current stage. There's obviously some areas that they're still working on. It's a great experience. The exhibits are amazing. The kids were very engaged in what was happening, but there are some things obviously that they are still working on, and given that it just opened, I can understand that. Thanks for watching. If this review was helpful, please give us a thumbs up and share with your friends to get the word out.
And if you'd like to watch our other videos, please click the subscribe button and check them out. Thank you.